See, this is the shit I'm talking about. So officially, Brandon Graham is going to show up to OTAs. Brandon Graham officially was talking to a reporter saying that the Eagles and Brandon Graham have been very far apart from talking about any type of extension for Brandon Graham to the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know what? This guy is still showing up to OTAs no matter what. So you know what? You gotta see a lot of these fucking guys that get signed, that, you know, it's all fucking money. You know what? This world's all about fucking money. There's no pride, there's no loyalty, there's none of that shit ever. But when it comes to certain few people, Brandon Graham is one of them. Classy guy, just a classy guy that literally you don't know, especially at his age, like he's gonna start holding out and start doing this, and then who knows, if he holds out, he might, you know, maybe, you know, the Eagles won't give him his contract. Maybe he'll sit out, lose money. There's players that will do that, but they all end up choking anyway because they know they have to play, because they'll be losing a lot of money for every game they miss. But this guy right here is literally going to go to OTAs knowing that he needs an extension, knowing that he wants an extension, but he's going to play anyway. He's going to show up to OTAs and do his thing. And you know what? That's good for him. You know, I'm glad that he's not doing that. I'm glad he's not going to cause his team any fucking distraction. You know why? He's going to play. He knows he will get his money. He knows that he will get paid at the end of this year, whether it's before this year, whether it's after this year, whether it's to another team or whether it's with the Philadelphia Eagles. The guy will get paid regardless. Now, you know, this is just a really good move. And you know what? I'm proud to say that, you know, Brandon Graham has been one of my favorites. You know what I mean? He's honestly has hit the older he has got, the better he has become on this team. Earlier being drafted and then pretty much always getting hurt, very injury prone early in his career, didn't really get that chance. And surprisingly, the Eagles never got rid of him. And now in his later, you know, older years, now he's hitting the age, you know, 30, 31, 30, whatever it is that now he's playing at a high level, and now we have Brandon Graham for this last year. And I don't know if he's going to get signed. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of restructures going on. We drafted a lot of offensive linemen. Brandon Brooks restructured. Lane Johnson restructured. Timmy Jernigan got restructured from, you know, the spinal surgery he had. The disc, whatever, the herniated disc surgery he had, from 11 to 4 million. So that helped tremendous amount for the cap room to be pretty damn good next year. Now, it will cause a little bit of cap casualty, you know, later, but it will cause, it won't, but it will, because I think the Eagles are drafting very well. I think they've got some good pieces behind, and you know what, for the next few years, we're fine. And to be honest with you, between, you know, the free agents after this year, Brandon Graham is one, Jay Ajayi is another. I think Jordan Hicks is too. Actually, no, Jordan Hicks, I think he's got one more year. I think. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't have one more year. What am I talking about? I don't think he's a free agent this year. But there's a whole lot of things going on. And Brandon Graham is still going to show up to OTAs, do his thing, and play with this team this year. And I'm happy with it. So do I think the Eagles are going to give him a contract extension? I honestly don't even know. At this point, I really don't. They'd be stupid not to, but at the same time, I can get why, because they already drafted Josh Sweat. They're going to see what he's going to be. You know what I mean? They got a lot of, they have a science experiment in Josh Sweat. Now, you know, Derek Barnett got drafted 14th overall last year from Tennessee, and now, with the good season that Derek Barnett's had, with his, you know, 5-6 sacks that he's had, and his, you know, his really big play in the Super Bowl, in the NFC Championship game against the Vikings, strip sacking, Case Keenum and doing his thing out there. He has made some good, I mean, he is honestly just getting better. And for a rookie, that's not bad to have 5-6 sacks with, 2 fumbles. So I don't know if Brandon Graham's going to get his contract extension. I mean, he's a mismatch. He has, you know, that's why last year he didn't have the numbers. He had the pressures last year. He was probably he was the top 5 DN. Actually, I think he was the top #1 DN last year. Not talking about 2017, talking about 2016. The year prior, he was the top D end in the league, or the second best top D end in the league to get quarterback pressures a lot. I don't know the number, but I remember seeing that he was first in that. And he always had pressure, always gives pressure, always does his thing, and made the crucial play in the Super Bowl, because honestly, even scoring, being up 8 points, Tom Brady going down the field, I didn't think that was going to happen, because we didn't get to him all night. We almost had him very few times, but they just blocked us enough. The pass rush was not good in that Super Bowl at all. Probably the worst of the whole season. But whatever happens to Brandon Graham happens to Brandon Graham. I'm not going to cry over it. I'm not going to be upset over it. Yeah, I'm going to miss the guy. The guy is going to be truly in our hearts and to represent one of the best plays that ever happened in history. Unfortunately, yeah, it's our first Super Bowl win, and he made one of the best plays that brought us the championship, the Lombardi, back to Philly. So all I got to say is, do you guys think Brandon Graham will get signed at the end of the year or before that? So what Brandon Graham has already said, like I said before, is there is no talks. The talks have been very quiet. They're far apart from even making a contract extension for Brandon Graham. So I think the Eagles have a lot more up their sleeve, especially next year in the draft. They got a lot of compensatory picks coming. So I'm thinking the Eagles are going to have, so getting the extra second-round pick from the Browns to move up to 32 now to get the quarterback Lamar Jackson. Now you could probably have at least 11, I think they could have about between 10, probably 10 to 12 picks next year. I'm saying 11 picks. I'll probably say 11. With 2 fourth rounds, 2 fifth rounds, 2 second rounds. So that's what I think so far. But that's all I got to say, guys. So I just want to come out with a video. I know I've been kind of ghost the past few days, but thank you for the support, and thank you for getting into the conversation. So, by the way, guys, I've already put up a Q&A video. Send me your questions, because Tuesday night I am going to rip and answer everybody's question on that comment list. I'm going to try to not make it a 2-hour video, but kind of make it short, sweet, and simple, and answer your questions. Doesn't have to be about football. It could be about anything. So go to the Q&A. I want to have fun with this, and ask me questions that you've always wanted to know. Ask me questions about anything, life, things that happen in my life. Ask me anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be football related at all either. Just to get to know me, whatever. So that's about it, guys, and that's it. So let's hope Brandon Graham gets the extension. If he doesn't, we'll see. But I'm not worried about that. I just want to get onto this season. He's in the lineup. He's going to do well with this defensive line this year. And, oh, boy, I'm going to pray on offenses to hopefully see if they can even stop this D-line, because the D-line has more depth. The offensive line will have more depth, and the secondary is going to be very exciting to see in this camp, and to see in OTAs and mini camp, to see which guys are really going to shine in preseason, which guys are going to show up to those starting spots on the outside and for the nickel corner spot. So I'm very excited to see what these new guys can do. The safeties, Jeremy Reeves, Josh Adams, all the boys over here. Nate Gary at linebacker, I want to see what he can do, and all the guys packed up. So that's all I got to say, guys. So that's it. So Shake Squad, Fly Goes Fly. Peace.